first of all, enjoying your week here? The weather, certainly it's inconsistent, shall we say?
Yeah, it's been a tough week, not helped by how scorching it's been at times, which is great, but at the same time the sun seems to be coming out. It's most unopportune moments for ourselves, considering it's always when the running is, but no, it's been great so far and hard work.
Training this afternoon will probably be a bit easier because of the conditions, Scott.
Yeah, I'll probably just be a bit lighter as well with obviously the game tomorrow, which will help as well after a good 3 or 4 days of hard sessions.
And last season you guys probably didn't play together in the team as much as you would have liked, down to injuries and suspensions, etc.
Yeah, it was a bit frustrating.
Sorry for bringing that up.
No, it was a bit stop-start for us. We're probably both, not only collectively but individually, we didn't get as much time as we would have liked for a number of different reasons, as you touched on there, Dave. But pre-season and your off-season and everything's always a kind of clean break for you and ready to work hard and try and get back in the team. And for myself, obviously latterly towards the end of last season I was a bit in and out, so you get an opportunity to really work hard and if we can get a partnership going again, that would be brilliant.
And Scott, you had a shorter holiday because you were away on international duties, so you came back here, and have you caught up because you had a shorter break than everybody else, so presumably you've caught up with the rest of them?
Yeah, well, I had a shorter break than most of the boys, so I probably didn't lose as much fitness as some of them, but it's just
part you've not got.
That's true, aye. But it's just part of being a professional footballer. Of course, you'd rather be involved with the national team and away playing games, so I'm delighted with that, and obviously a few days shorter breaks, just part of the parcel of that.
And Steve Clarke named yourself in as well in his first international squad, which caused you a few holiday nightmares, but all for the right reasons.
Yeah, I was a wee bit surprised, but obviously delighted to be named in the squad. It was a massive boost for me getting into the off season. I'd already planned the holidays, but it's the best season I've ever had to cancel holidays. So I was delighted, and I think, as I said, towards the end of the season, it wasn't quite how I'd hoped it would be going personally, but that was a real boost getting into the summer, and both mentally and just for my confidence and stuff, it was brilliant. So thoroughly enjoyed the week away, and it was great to be part of it, and certainly because it was the manager's first squad, it was nice to be part of that, and it shows kind of what he thinks. So yeah,
it's important that you probably get in right at the start into the squad for a new manager like that, because that's one way of making sure he knows you're there.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's all about first impressions when new managers come in, and obviously if you're not in that squad and other boys go and do well, then it might be hard for you to get back in, but thankfully we're both there, and we both had a good week's training and we enjoyed it, so that was the main thing.
And the new season just around the corner, starting off with Rovaniemi in the Europa League, so exciting times, it always is with European football ahead.
Yeah, I think that was why it was so important to make sure we finished the season in the best shape possible and make sure we clinched onto European football again, which this club expects. So we're all working every single day knowing that there's a starting 11 to be picked for the European games, and we're all doing everything that we can to make sure that we put ourselves forward and show the manager that he can trust us whoever he picks to go and play. So every day is competitive, and every day, no matter whether it's fitness or football, we're all trying to do our best, and there's a real buzz about the place knowing that there's European football and a great start to the season to look forward to.
The new lads seem to have settled in, half a dozen of them here this week seem to have settled in quite quickly.
Yeah, definitely they've fitted in perfectly with the group of boys that were already here. Obviously we lost a couple of big characters towards the end of last season, but it looks like they've been replaced pretty quickly and everyone's settling in and seems to be enjoying it.
And tomorrow, Scott touched on it earlier, Connacht's Nomads, they'll provide a reasonable test, won't they? Because they're playing Kilmarnock in the Europa League, and they're playing against a team that finished level in points with their opponents, so they'll want to put a wee marker down for Killie.
Yeah, I think so. I think any team that's playing in Europe are not a bad team. And for us it's a good opportunity to go and play against a good level of opposition as at the end of a tough week for us, but I think we've got the kind of hard training under our belt now, and we can really start to focus on the games coming up, and it's only by playing the games that you start to get that kind of match sharpness and the build up to the European qualifier for ourselves. So I think it's a good game for us, one that we're all looking forward to, and one that we want to come through unscathed and fully fit.
Michael said coming through unscathed. They are a physical side, having seen them in a couple of games, but presumably it is a pre-season friendly, so we won't have any unwanted injuries.
Yeah, well, they can't be any more physical than the team we played at this time last year, but obviously it's important to get through the game without any injuries and just try and keep everyone fit, and just try and keep the squad building going into this first game in Europa League.
Yeah, well, all the best for the season, lads, and hopefully you'll be playing together, not just for Aberdeen but also for the national side.
Cheers. Thank you, Dave.